Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. The horror genre never fails to deliver spine-chilling tales, supernatural thrills, and psychological terror. Whether you enjoy eerie haunted house stories, disturbing supernatural events, or mind-bending suspense, 2025 is set to bring a fresh wave of horror to streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Hulu. In this list, we've gathered the top 7 horror movies to watch this year. Get ready for nights of heart-pounding suspense, shocking twists, and unforgettable terror. Number 7. Till Death. Survival horror thrives on high-stakes tension, emotional depth, and a compelling protagonist, and Till Death delivers on all fronts. Directed by S.K. Dale in his feature film debut, this taut thriller transforms a deceptively simple premise into an edge-of-your-seat experience, elevated by Megan Fox's gripping performance. The film wastes no time setting up an eerie atmosphere. We meet Emma, Megan Fox, a woman trapped in a cold, loveless marriage with her controlling husband, Mark Ian Mackin. On their anniversary, Mark surprises Emma with a romantic getaway to their secluded lake house. But beneath the surface, tension is palpable. The night takes a dark turn when Emma wakes up handcuffed to Mark's lifeless body, left to figure out why she has been placed in such a horrific situation. As she struggles to free herself, Emma soon realizes that this is only the beginning of a sinister plan. Two intruders, one of whom has a vengeful past with her, arrive with deadly intentions, forcing Emma into a desperate fight for survival. The isolation of the frozen landscape only adds to her predicament, making every decision a matter of life or death. Megan Fox is best known for her action-heavy roles, but Till Death showcases a different side of her talent. She delivers a physically demanding, emotionally charged performance that proves she's more than capable of leading a psychological thriller. Emma is neither a damsel in distress nor a perfect action hero. She's a woman pushed to the brink, relying on sheer determination and intelligence to outwit her enemies. S.K. Dale's direction ensures that Till Death never overstays its welcome. The film maintains a tight pace, with its 90-minute runtime packed with tension and unexpected twists. Megan Fox delivers one of her best performances, proving her capability as a leading star in intense, character-driven stories. With strong direction, a chilling setting, and non-stop suspense, this film is an underrated gem that deserves more recognition. Number 6. Antlers. Scott Cooper's Antlers received praise for its eerie atmosphere, strong performances, and its unique blend of horror and folklore. The film, based on Nick Antosca's short story The Quiet Boy, follows Lucas Weaver, Jeremy T. Thomas, a troubled boy trying to care for his afflicted family, while his teacher, Julia, Carrie Russell, uncovers the dark truth behind his suffering. Critics appreciated the film's haunting atmosphere, with its damp, gloomy setting adding to the unsettling tone. The cinematography and sound design were also highlighted as key elements that enhanced the film's dread. The Wendigo, a mythological creature at the heart of the story, was well executed, with its design being described as intricate and terrifying, avoiding the pitfalls of other creature features. The decision to reveal the monster gradually built suspense effectively. Performances were another major strength. Carrie Russell delivered a layered portrayal of Julia, a woman struggling with her past while trying to protect Lucas. Jesse Plemons also stood out in his role, providing a grounded and thoughtful performance. The young actors, particularly Jeremy T. Thomas, were praised for their ability to evoke sympathy and fear. Beyond the horror elements, Antlers explored deeper themes, including trauma, the opioid crisis, and familial abuse. The film avoided heavy-handed exposition, instead weaving these themes naturally into its storytelling. Critics noted that this subtext added emotional weight, making the horror feel even more impactful. Overall, Antlers was seen as a well-crafted, serious horror film that didn't rely on cheap scares, but instead built a compelling and terrifying atmosphere. While some found its bleak tone overwhelming, those who appreciated slow-burn horror and mythological storytelling found it to be a rewarding and chilling experience. Number 5. Sun. Sun has been praised as a chilling and emotionally impactful horror film that delves deep into psychological horror and trauma. The movie follows Laura Andy Matichak, a mother who must go to terrifying lengths to save her son David after a failed kidnapping attempt leaves him with a mysterious and gruesome condition. Critics have highlighted Sun's effective balance between supernatural horror and psychological depth. The film doesn't rely on cheap scares, but instead builds tension through its exploration of trauma, religious fanaticism, and the moral dilemmas of parenthood. The nuanced storytelling keeps audiences questioning reality, with Laura's struggle feeling heartbreakingly real. It avoids common Hollywood cliches of PTSD, offering a more grounded and disturbing look at how past trauma shapes present horrors. The performances have been widely praised, particularly Andy Matichak's portrayal of a desperate mother and Luke David Blum as her eerie yet vulnerable son. The cinematography also stands out, with subtle visual storytelling rewarding attentive viewers. Hidden symbols and clever framing enhance the eerie atmosphere. The gore, while intense, is never excessive, serving the story rather than existing for shock value. Overall, Sun has been recognized as one of 2021's standout horror films, offering a compelling mix of terror and emotional depth. If you're looking for a horror movie that's more than just scares, one that also delivers strong performances and a gripping narrative, it's definitely worth watching. Number 4. Malignant. James Wan's Malignant is a refreshingly original horror film that defies conventions, delivering a wild, unpredictable, and exhilarating experience. Unlike his previous supernatural hits like The Conjuring or Insidious, Wan embraces a more over-the-top, giallo-inspired aesthetic, blending psychological horror, body horror, and action thriller elements into a film that keeps viewers constantly on edge. The story follows Madison, Annabelle Wallace, a woman plagued by disturbing visions of brutal murders, only to realize that these gruesome events are happening in real life. As she unravels the mystery, she discovers a terrifying connection to a long-buried past. Without spoiling the major twist, the film takes an absolutely bonkers turn in its third act, delivering one of the most shocking horror reveals in recent memory. Critics have lauded the film's ambitious storytelling, with Cinema Blend calling it bonkers and brilliant, praising its audacity and Wan's ability to craft a horror film that doesn't play by the usual rules. Meanwhile, Slash Film described Malignant as operatic, unhinged, and thrilling, highlighting its ability to keep audiences guessing until the very end. While Malignant may not be for everyone, especially those expecting a traditional horror film, it has been widely praised for its originality, daring storytelling, and Wan's masterful direction. It's a film that leans into its absurdity while delivering thrilling, blood-soaked horror in a way that few modern films dare to do. If you're looking for a horror movie that breaks the mold, Malignant is a must-watch. It's a love letter to giallo horror, infused with Wan's signature style, and a reminder that horror can still surprise us in the best ways possible. Number 3. Ravenous. Ravenous, also known as Les Affamés, has received praise for its unique take on the zombie genre, delivering a mix of atmospheric horror, suspense, and unexpected emotional depth. The film stands out from typical zombie movies by focusing on the survivors' humanity rather than the usual humans versus humans conflict. It portrays a group of strangers in rural Quebec coming together out of necessity, with kindness and cooperation taking precedence over selfish survival tactics. This refreshing take sets it apart from many post-apocalyptic films where infighting is a central theme. The horror elements in Ravenous are deeply unsettling, thanks to its eerie cinematography and the unpredictable nature of the zombies. They sometimes remain eerily still, creating a constant sense of unease, or suddenly attack at full speed, making for terrifying jump scares. Their strange behavior, such as building mysterious structures, adds an intriguing, almost mystical layer to the story. Critics have also praised the film's slow burn tension, punctuated by long stretches of silence that heighten the suspense. The cinematography beautifully captures the misty, forested landscapes of Quebec, making the setting feel both isolated and hauntingly serene. Ravenous avoids over-explaining its horror, leaving viewers to interpret the deeper meanings behind its themes of survival, loss, and human resilience. Overall, Ravenous is regarded as one of the more thoughtful and artful zombie films of recent years. While its slow pacing may not appeal to everyone, those who appreciate atmospheric horror with emotional depth will find it rewarding. Number 2. The Watchers. The Watchers 2024 has received positive reviews for its atmospheric tension, strong performances, and eerie cinematography. Dakota Fanning delivers a compelling performance as Mina, portraying her character's internal struggles and transformation effectively. Georgina Campbell and Alwyn Foray also add depth to the film, making their characters feel grounded in the story's eerie environment. Director Ashana Shyamalan's debut has been praised for its suspenseful storytelling, reminiscent of classic horror films that rely on unseen threats rather than overt scares. The cinematography by Jaron Blaschke enhances the horror, using shadows and wide shots to create a sense of confinement and fear. The film's soundtrack, composed by Trevor Garekis, contributes to its unsettling atmosphere. While some critics noted slow pacing and occasional underdeveloped character arcs, The Watchers still stands out for its psychological horror elements and effective use of isolation. Fans of slow burn horror like The Blair Witch Project and A Quiet Place may appreciate its tense atmospheric approach. Number 1. Butterfly Kisses. Butterfly Kisses 2018 has been praised for its unique approach to the found footage horror genre. It cleverly deconstructs traditional horror tropes while still delivering an unsettling experience. The film follows a documentary-style narrative in which a wedding videographer, Gavin York, discovers old tapes that document a chilling urban legend known as Peeping Tom. The legend states that staring down a tunnel at midnight without blinking will summon an entity that gets closer every time you blink. Reviewers have lauded the film for its inventive storytelling, blending mockumentary elements with psychological horror. It keeps viewers engaged with its layered narrative structure, constantly shifting perspectives while maintaining an eerie sense of dread. One standout aspect is the minimalistic sound design, which enhances its creeping horror. The film also features strong performances, especially from Seth Adam Kalik, who plays Gavin. Critics appreciate how Butterfly Kisses satirizes and reinvigorates the found footage genre without resorting to cheap jump scares. Instead, it builds suspense gradually, culminating in truly spine-chilling moments. Some have compared its effectiveness to Lake Mungo in the way it unsettles viewers through a blend of realism and supernatural terror. Well, this is it. Share your impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.